Have you ever wondered how some individuals seem to effortlessly influence others, bending perceptions and decisions without ever raising suspicion? Today, we're diving deep into the shadowy corridors of the human mind, exploring dark psychology and its manipulation techniques. In the next few minutes, you'll uncover secrets that powerful persuaders use to steer thoughts and control actions, all hidden beneath a veneer of normalcy. Stay with me as we reveal insights that could forever change the way you see human behavior. Introduction. Welcome to a journey into the heart of dark psychology, where every word and subtle gesture can be a tool for manipulation. In this video, we're not just scratching the surface. We're peeling back layers to expose how manipulation techniques work, why they work, and how to recognize them before you fall prey. Prepare to explore the intricate web of psychological influence, techniques honed over centuries and refined in modern society. Whether you're a psychology enthusiast or simply curious about the darker sides of human nature, what you're about to learn could be both illuminating and empowering. The nature of dark psychology. At its core, dark psychology examines the hidden, often unethical strategies used to control and manipulate. It's the study of the darker side of human behavior, the ways in which fear, desire, and insecurity can be exploited. Imagine a chess game where every move is calculated to gain an advantage over the opponent. Dark psychology is that game, played not with pieces on a board, but with the fragile, intricate workings of the human mind. Manipulators often exploit universal human needs: the need to belong, to be validated, and to feel secure. They harness these basic instincts to steer you in directions you might not even realize. Recognizing these techniques isn't about becoming paranoid, it's about empowering yourself with knowledge so you can maintain control over your own decisions. The power of persuasion. One of the most potent tools in the dark psychology arsenal is persuasion. Persuasion techniques are not inherently evil, they're part of everyday communication. However, when used with ulterior motives, they transform into powerful weapons. Consider the subtle art of suggestion, a casual remark or a well-timed compliment that plants a seed in your mind. Over time, this seed grows into an idea, shaping your choices and opinions without you even noticing. This isn't about overt force or coercion, it's about influencing the subconscious. Dark persuaders know that our rational mind often defers to our instincts and emotions. By tapping into these channels, they can guide your behavior, sometimes leading you down a path you might later regret. Recognizing when you're being subtly nudged can be the first step toward reclaiming your autonomy. Patchnai used in manipulation. Let's break down some of the most common manipulation techniques rooted in dark psychology. Emotional exploitation. Manipulators often prey on your emotions, fear, love, guilt, or even excitement. By triggering an intense emotional response, they bypass your logical reasoning, making you more susceptible to their influence. This technique is powerful because emotions are immediate and visceral, leaving little time for critical thought. The foot in the door technique. This approach involves starting with a small request to gain eventual compliance with a larger one. It works because once you agree to a minor favor, you're more likely to continue agreeing as consistency becomes a powerful motivator. It's a gradual escalation that feels almost natural, yet its cumulative effect is significant. Social proof and conformity. Humans are inherently social beings, often looking to others for cues on how to behave. Manipulators exploit this by creating an illusion of consensus. When you see others acting in a certain way, you're more likely to follow suit, assuming their behavior reflects what is acceptable or even desirable. Gaslighting, one of the most insidious forms of psychological manipulation. Gaslighting involves making you doubt your own perceptions and memories. Over time, the constant questioning of your reality can leave you confused and dependent on the manipulator for a sense of certainty. This technique is especially dangerous because it erodes your confidence in your own judgment. Mirroring and rapport building. By subtly mimicking your body language, tone, or choice of words, manipulators can create a false sense of familiarity and trust. This technique lulls you into a false security, making it easier for them to steer your opinions and actions without raising suspicion. By persuading people that psychedelics are just as... Why do these techniques work so effectively? The answer lies in the intricacies of the human brain. Our minds are wired to respond to certain cues, emotional triggers, patterns, and social signals that have been honed through evolution. When a manipulator uses these triggers, they tap into deep-seated neural pathways that bypass critical analysis. This means that even when we think we're making independent choices, much of our decision-making is influenced by subconscious processes. Moreover, the techniques of dark psychology exploit cognitive biases, systematic errors in our thinking. For instance, the confirmation bias makes us favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, while the anchoring effect causes us to rely too heavily on the first piece of information we encounter. Manipulators leverage these biases, setting the stage for decisions that favor their goals over our own best interests, feeling more positive and predicting more positive. While understanding these techniques can be incredibly empowering, it also raises ethical questions. There's a fine line between influencing someone and outright manipulation. The study of dark psychology isn't a call to arms for unethical behavior, rather it's a tool for self-awareness. By learning how these methods work, you equip yourself to spot them in everyday life, whether in personal relationships, the workplace, or even in the media. It's crucial to remember that not all persuasion is malicious. Persuasion becomes problematic when it undermines an individual's ability to make free, informed choices. As you absorb these insights, consider how you can use this knowledge responsibly. Use it to protect yourself and to advocate for transparency and integrity in your interactions. Impact on daily life. You might be wondering, how does this affect me? The truth is, manipulation techniques are everywhere. From subtle advertising cues to complex social dynamics, the principles of dark psychology are embedded in our daily lives. Advertisers use persuasive language to sway your buying decisions, while politicians employ rhetoric designed to steer public opinion. Even in personal relationships, understanding these techniques can help you maintain healthy boundaries and recognize when someone is trying to control you. Awareness is your best defense. The moment you start recognizing the signs, be it through emotional exploitation, gaslighting, or conformity, you gain the power to step back and reassess your situation. This knowledge doesn't just protect you, it also empowers you to engage more authentically with the world around you, diverting attention from the unnecessary effort. Now that we've explored the dark strategies of manipulation, let's turn our attention to defense. How can you protect yourself against these covert tactics? Here are some key strategies. Cultivate self-awareness. Regularly reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Understanding your own triggers and biases can help you recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you. Question the narrative. When presented with information, especially if it evokes a strong emotional response, take a moment to question its source and intent. Ask yourself, is this really my idea, or has it been subtly suggested to me? Set clear boundaries. Establish what you are comfortable with, both emotionally and intellectually. Clear boundaries make it harder for manipulators to gain a foothold in your mind. Seek diverse perspectives. Expose yourself to multiple viewpoints. This practice can counteract the effects of confirmation bias and help you see the bigger picture, reducing the likelihood of falling prey to narrow, manipulated narratives. Practice critical thinking. Develop a habit of analyzing information critically. Look for logical inconsistencies and be wary of overly simplistic explanations for complex issues. Better preoccupation with Zoom video. Consider the world of marketing and advertising, a realm where dark psychology is routinely put into practice. Advertisers craft messages designed to evoke specific emotions, creating a sense of urgency or desire. When a product is presented not just as a commodity but as a pathway to happiness or success, the manipulative techniques of emotional exploitation and social proof are at work. In interpersonal relationships, manipulation can manifest in subtle behaviors. A friend or partner might use gaslighting to avoid accountability, leaving you questioning your own perceptions. In professional environments, the foot in the door technique might be employed in negotiations or sales pitches, gradually steering you toward decisions that benefit the other party more than you. By examining these examples, it becomes clear that manipulation isn't confined to the realm of the overtly sinister. It's woven into the fabric of our daily interactions. Recognizing these patterns can help you reclaim control and make choices that truly align with your values and interests. The road to empowerment. Knowledge is the first step toward empowerment. The insights you've gained today about dark psychology and manipulation techniques serve as a toolkit. With this toolkit, you are better prepared to navigate a world where the lines between influence and control can often blur. It's not about becoming cynical or distrustful. It's about becoming informed and vigilant. Imagine a future where you're no longer easily swayed by persuasive tactics. Instead, you stand as a confident individual who makes choices based on critical thought and genuine self-awareness. This is the promise of understanding dark psychology, not to instill fear, but to inspire proactive, conscious engagement with the world. Final thoughts. As we conclude our exploration, remember that the power of dark psychology lies not just in its ability to manipulate, but in its capacity to reveal the vulnerabilities within us. Every technique discussed today is a mirror reflecting aspects of our own nature that can be both a strength and a weakness. By confronting these aspects head-on, you unlock the ability to see through manipulative facades and assert your true autonomy. I invite you to take this knowledge and apply it to your daily life. Stay curious, remain vigilant, and continue exploring the complexities of human behavior. The more we understand these hidden dynamics, the better equipped we are to foster environments of trust, authenticity, and respect. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into dark psychology manipulation techniques. If you found value in this exploration, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with others who seek to understand the subtle forces shaping our world. Remember, awareness is the first step toward liberation from the chains of manipulation. Stay empowered, stay informed, and until next time, keep questioning the shadows.